Hey, this is Ian from EssentialTennis.com. Welcome to video 1 of 3 in a quick little series that I'm going to be focusing in on how the pros practice and exactly how I think that really translates into the big success that they have on the court. Let's go ahead and go right to the court here. And today we're going to be focusing on Nikolai Davydenko, former number 3 player in the world. And we're going to check out him practicing with a coach, and he's drilling his backhand here. Now, after a couple of shots, you're going to see that he's not quite happy. He's not satisfied with what he's doing on his backhand side. You can see him kind of shake his head there, and now he starts to kind of shadow swing a little bit with his left arm. And this is really the key. Now watch this. This is interesting. He walks away, and he starts to really kind of analyze what he's doing with his swing. He's giving himself some reminders here. He's making some shadow swings, and he's really kind of focusing in on what he wants to accomplish when he steps back up to the baseline again. Now this is something that you'll typically see golfers do if you play any golf at all and you go to the driving range, but you'll very, very rarely see tennis players do this. Actually step away and give themselves some reminders, take a few shadow swings, and really kind of have an intense focus on the process that they're working through and actually try to fix something that's not working quite the way that they wanted to. So let's go back to Nikolai here, and you'll see him go right back to those backhands, trying to accomplish whatever it is, whatever little change that he was trying to reinforce in himself when he stepped back behind the baseline. You'll see he's not quite satisfied here. You can tell by his body language. He's not quite getting the results he's looking for yet. But an important lesson to be learned here is that he stays at it. And here you see him walk up and start to talk to his coach. He sticks with it here. A lot of times when I watch recreational players practice, first of all, number one, they just practice what they already like, or they practice what they're already good at. Not many players are willing to step out there and actually practice what they're not good at and put themselves out of their comfort zone at all. So it's awesome to see him drilling his backhand here, finding something specifically that he's not happy with, and then really kind of going over and over again, giving himself reminders, trying to get better at it. So that's kind of big lesson number 1 is spend time with what you're not the best at, find a little area that you need to improve at, and then really spend some focused time on it. So after a quick chat with his coach, he goes right back to the backhands again, and he starts to drill them again. And after a couple here, we start to see a little bit different body language. He's not happy right away. You can see him right there. Obviously still not completely happy with what he's doing. But after several reps here, he starts to get a little bit more comfortable as he keeps going. And that won't always happen for you, by the way. It might be that it will take, several sessions before you work the kinks out of whatever it is that's giving you trouble. But the key here is finding that sticking point, kind of bringing yourself right to the edge of your comfort level, right to the edge of what you're comfortable with X, Y, or Z stroke or X, Y, Z part of your game, and then just keep drilling it over and over again. And this seems like it's very common sense, and it is, but how many players out there do you see actually go through the efforts to do this? And this is just an extremely important lesson, which is why I wanted to share it with you today. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is video 1 in a series of 3. And today we focused all in on Davydenko and his backhand. Video 2, which is going to be coming out very soon, I'm going to be focusing in on Caroline Wozniacki. And then in the third video, I'm going to show you some practice footage of Djokovic. So there's a quick example of Davydenko drilling his backhand. Hopefully some of the pointers that I've given you here are helpful. And I'd like to hear from you down in the comments below. Pick out one area of your game that you know needs to be improved, and just really quickly describe to me what you're going to do next time you go out to the practice court and you work on your game. Tell me what you're going to do to work on that aspect of your game. This does not have to be complicated. In fact, it should be simple. And I'm really curious to see what that part of your game is, and what, more importantly, really, what you're planning to do to actually work on it. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like down below. Leave your comment, tell me what you're going to work on, and watch for that next video that's going to be focusing in on Caroline Wozniacki.
Want to serve more like the pros? Find out how as I compare Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic during my free 5-video course. Get it now at freeservecourse.com. That's freeservecourse.com.